YouTubers, Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having a phenomenal day. It is a beautiful morning. It's going to reach 11 Celsius, yeah, by Monday, and a high of 15 by next Friday. They're kind of forecasting it. It's looking like spring might be coming. Ooh, super excited, super excited. Anyways, what's everyone doing out there in YouTube Landia? Hope everyone's doing well. And, all right, before I kick this one off, all right, let's see how much I retained. I got a really long email, nicely written too, again, but just long. And I appreciate it. Mr. Anonymous wants to remain anonymous. Living in Sydney, Australia. And he doesn't want me to give too much away, but he jumped on the condo bandwagon. He was actually, in 2017, he was actually talked on, I guess, some news channel there in Australia about investing in properties and how he's done well and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he picked up his first property in 2015, a detached home outside of Sydney, about 22 minutes from 30 minutes outside of Sydney. And from there, he borrowed the equity from it, and he bought a condo in the downtown Sydney area, like right in the biggest purchase, one bedroom. That's one of the biggest he made. And then in 2016, he pulled out more equity, bought two more. And then in 2017, he pulled out more equity and bought one house. So he was with 1, 2, 3, 4, and he ended up in total with 4 condos and 4 condos and 2 houses. It was 4 and 2. Okay, so he wanted me to paraphrase the email and not read it directly because somebody might understand his language. Okay, so it's 4 and 2 if I remember correctly. And his portfolio consisted only of real estate. He didn't jump into any stock. He didn't jump into any gold, silver, cryptocurrency. He didn't jump into anything else but real estate. So what happened was, and according to his email, he met somebody, and that didn't go too well. And she's fighting for pretty much half of everything he has. Okay, he met somebody at pretty much around 2015, right? And now she's fighting for everything he has, but everything he owns is underwater. It's worth a lot less than what except the only one is the one he bought in 2015 is still above. It's still above what he bought it for. He's trying to sell that. He's trying to walk away from that one like maybe 30,000 or 70,000. He's at 30 to 70,000 over to try and at least walk away. He hasn't had one showing, and he hasn't had one person come and inquire for the building, inquire about the condo. So it was his first that he still has an aggregated positiveness on it. Now he is sleepless in Sydney. Okay, you remember my sleepless in Seattle video? In total, okay, he's down just in and around 250K, according to him and his estimation. It could be 300, but he says it's not maybe 300 because his first building isn't. So he's got 4 and 2. His last house that he bought at the peak of 2017, he shouldn't have bought. He is very... he was kind of pressured into buying it from his significant other. And the reason why I'm not reading the email is because he goes into too much of the significant other and blames her for everything. And you know what I'm saying? Like basically she never contributed to anything. She just jumped on board and and he thought he found love, and then he's now up the creek without a paddle. So I really feel for this guy, because he seems like he worked really hard, you know. He did work a part-time job washing dishes, no, a full-time job washing dishes to buy his first place, and he worked overtime and stuff. And he also did side work doing cleaning. I believe it or not, he was doing cleaning for a cleaning company, cleaning banks and corporate places like banks, he said. And he's really good at using the floor polishing machine. He told me this is really long. This is like a whole chapter. And I said, okay, is it okay if I read this? This is really nice. It's going to take me about 22 minutes to read this, but it's a nice story. Oh, no. People are going to understand the language. Oh, no, then I'm going to have a really tough time with people at work. A lot of people watch you already, you know, and if you paraphrase it as much as possible, kind of don't mention anything. He goes by anonymous. I see his email. I see what his name is in his email, but I respect him, and he knows, you know, that I respect people that write to me and send me email or message me or tell me stories. But he's in a heap of trouble. He's under 250 to 300. Let's say arguably with all the properties, which is not bad considering some places in Sydney are down 18-22% in some areas. So let me just turn off my rear heat. It's too hot. Okay, there we go. So I kind of feel for the guy in a way, more because of the girl situation. So I could tell, oh, my friend Barbara and her husband bought their 7th place now. Why are we still sitting at 5 or 6? What's going on with us? Is there something wrong? These properties are going to go nothing but up. I watched on a TV show in Sydney where these couples are buying their first properties and they're auctioning, and they've got the auction up to $2.2 million. Oh, he's in a heap of trouble. When he told me how much he paid for that last house, there's nothing more to do than to pray. Pray for the guy. There's nothing you can do. Wow, it's nice out, guys. It's nice. It's gonna be a nice week. All in all, man, yeah, he goes into, you know, he bought a few dirt bikes. He did a few things like other things, recreational stuff out in the country. Now he might have to liquidate. If he can't find buyers, he might have to liquidate. He might have to bankrupt, file for bankruptcy. I don't know in Australia. I think you get haunted for life in Australia. If you don't pay off a mortgage, it follows you for life. Extra large coffee, dark roast with 1 cream.
Is that everything for you?
That's it, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good job.
Yeah. So right now, he's below his first condo. He said he's gonna give a sweet deal on it. Now it's the sweet deals that people do that are in positive territory. The sweet deals that drive down the market too. Oh, look at this comparable. This condo sold in this building for $40,000 less than what this guy is asking for. So we're gonna go ahead and buy the one for $40,000 less, right? Sweet deal, right? So Buddy is in a whirlwind of thing. He's already went to 3 different banks to refinance. 2 different banks, including his 3. I really feel for this guy. 4 condos and 2 houses. He's like, he regrets buying that 4th house. He said he could have gotten away, like not too bad. A majority of his loss is from his 2nd house. Hola.
Morning. How are you?
Good. How are you, my brother?
Good. How are you?
It's gonna be nice today.
Yeah, it's warm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. So it's gonna be a nice day today, guys. I'm really happy for this nice weather. I deserve it. Mike Martins deserves nice weather once in a while, you know. Put my card away here. Yeah, so, and he's never seen my videos before. He's never seen my channel. He jumped on my channel when he saw the video. that one I made about housing warning crash experts go to hell, because I was complaining all these housing experts. I've been forecasting the crash in all these English-speaking countries because the patterns are all the same, right? Foreign investing, empty homes, it's all the same, right? So basically, many years. They're deleting my videos. Don't even bother going back. I go back to 6-7 years. All my in-between housing videos are all gone. Even the ones for Vancouver are gone too. I'm like, what is going on? I've been talking about this when I was living in the condo, before I moved to my townhouse, and before I moved to this house. Like 7, 8, 9 years ago. It's gone. Gone. My first channel got taken down because of the Winter Olympics in Vancouver. I was talking about housing is going to crash after the Olympics and blah, blah, blah. And housing is just way too expensive for the Canadian proper. All those videos are gone. Then up until 4 years ago, I've been forecasting a crash in Sydney, Sydney, Vancouver, London, Los Angeles. I didn't forecast anything for Seattle, anything for Melbourne, anything for, what cities didn't hit the fan yet? Toronto, still no. So there was these other cities that didn't hit the fan yet. And then when foreign buyers tax was put in some cities and investors moved to other cities, then Seattle jumped on the map for unaffordability when people were moving there as a choice, as an option. Oh yeah. So I've been following this thing for many, many, many years, and it's almost like I don't exist anymore. It's like I'm gone. So Buddy said, I found that video where real estate, people in the real estate, talking about real estate doom and gloom, experts, all these experts could go to hell, because he's like, and he says, and he said to me, he's like, Mike, you're right. Where were these people? Why weren't they warning people years ago? Why are they coming after and post-dicting things? I said, and I told him back in the email, I said, you know what, dude? It's just how it is, you know, it's just time and place. You find somebody, you find a channel, it's great, But this guy, he's in a big situation right now. So he's got his lawyer, he's got his real estate lawyer that helped him with all his documents and all that. His broker, he's no longer friends with. He was a good mate of his that went to high school, and they were like really good friends. And then now they don't talk. He's getting separated from his common law wife. He's been with her. He said he's been with her for many years, and they're like engaged. But now they're kind of fighting over. I think they're married. To be honest with you, I think they got a civil wedding, and they were supposed to get married in a church. He said, married in a church and take a honeymoon. I think to New Zealand or something. But it's a long-winded email. He doesn't want me to read it in its entirety. I want to. But I gotta respect what he wants me to do. But I'm just kind of relaying a little bit of information for you guys. If you guys have stories that you want to send me, please, I get so many of them. I want some good, juicy stories. I can keep you anonymous if you don't want to call into the show. Just email me at Mike Martins, MikeMartins 1980 at gmail.com. Just email me, guys, your stories, what's happening, where and what and when. And I really would like to hear some stories from all over the world. There's someone for the UK, from just outside of London, that wants my email. He said he's got a juicy story for me. So I'm very excited. I gave him my email this morning. I want to know what's happening in London, Oh, it's a great day. Look at this weather. Look at this weather. Very happy. Yes. Anyways, guys, I'm at the shop. A lot of people underwater right now. A lot of people are gonna have to. A lot of people got the wool pulled over their eyes, right? So they're kind of in the dark. And then now, what happened to all those parties where people went to and everyone was invited to, and people would celebrate housewarming parties, and we're gonna rent this out? It's an investment. And oh no, the people that don't own homes sit at that part of the party. They can go sit in that corner. They don't own anything. We just talk about housing and all the different attributes and different ways we could, invest in real estate. And I've been saying this for years, guys. A house for me, when I see a house is just a place to live in and lay roots and maybe call call it a home base, call it something. Okay, I'm trying to say like call it a place where a place to remember, a place to, moving around is not too healthy when you're moving around in the same areas, but when you're moving around and going to a different country and different language, that's nice. It's a good expansion of the mind. It's a good expansion of the soul. But when you're just moving, I'm moving 2 blocks next week. I can't stand my landlord. Oh, I'm moving again next month. I'm moving over to that one town over. It's like, it's not good. Lay roots, then that's what people want. The Western dream, the American dream, the Australian dream, the Canadian dream, land ownership, starting families. This stupid housing crisis has held people back from getting married. It's held people back from having kids. And then the Australian proper, Canadian proper don't have kids, so they import more people, more wealthy immigrants, because the middle class just is getting taxed to death, so they're not making any money. Anyways, guys, comment below, let me know. Sydney, he's down 250. He says maybe 350. He's not too sure. He's hitting the bottle a bit. He said he's hitting the sauce. That's what he calls it. Hitting the sauce. I've never heard that before. But he's hitting the bottle a bit, and he's, I told him, man, hitting the bottle isn't going to help you. It's not going to make anything better. It's not going to fix anything. It's just going to put you incapacitated, and you won't be able to function and think like a normal human being. And right now, he needs to be on top of his game to fix this problem. And he keeps blaming his wife, his soulmate or whatever. Keeps blaming her that she basically wanted the retirement nest egg, and but the guy's in his early 30s too. He still had a lot of time to make proper decisions in life. If he bought the one place, settled in it, now waited another year from his one condo he bought in 2015, and now jumped in the market a year later, he would have been better off. Anyways, guys, let me know. Comment below. I'd like to know. I would really like to know. Thanks for watching. I'll leave a link below to my next I Am Down video. Or, no, the next video link below in the comments. First link in the comments section will be I Am Up $1.something million from a friend of mine. And then it links to other videos of the same stature. Comment below. Thanks for watching. Email me your story. I will definitely read it if you'd like. If you'd like me to summarize it and memorize what I can, I'll try my best to do that too. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, and if you want to also support the broadcast, just share one of my videos. Thank you.